Aries, what's good? Welcome to your January reading. This month it starts with love begins. So this is in the, this is in the heart. I feel like this is either like a really deep sense of self-love, realizing that you haven't really been giving that to yourself, or finding that in someone else. So just love in general. Establish where you are, do you feel like you've been spending too much time alone, just focusing on yourself? Or do you feel like you've been using other people, or not even using other people, but just like hanging out with other people, giving other people your time, energy, so that you don't have to focus so much on yourself? There's kind of two sides. Figure out where you are, but anyway, there's love coming in. Beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing, guys. We have positive movement forward. So this is in like the physical. So you could start, taking steps forward, bringing whatever you want to fruition through focused action, baby steps, working towards your goals. So whatever way this manifests, you have positive movement forward coming in like your physical surroundings. So that's good. Then we have sacrifice. So whether you're making room for more self-love or making room to love someone else, give someone else your time, your energy, your love, you might have to sacrifice what was normal, what was comfortable, in order to best fit your situation. So this is, the kind of a give and take, making sure you're feeding your own energy, protecting your own energy, not looking for it in external sources, and vice versa, the balance between finding joy in being around other people, we're social beings, it's only normal, and kind of isolating too much. So finding a balance this month, and kind of deciding like what is worth sacrificing my precious energy for. So, weigh the options out. Next card is balance. So going into weighing the options out, we have, like I said, balance between focusing too much on the self, or just like spending too much time alone, and spending too much time with others. So finding the balance of where we put our energy and get right on why do I like to put my energy in this place? How is it serving me best? Is it efficient to use my energy in that way? We're kind of finding the balance between what's gonna work for us, what's not, the balancing of our energy. He also has like all of the different suits kind of like in his belt. So use the tools you learn, use the tools, use the wisdom you've learned along the way on your life journey so far to make the best decisions. What works for you, what doesn't. And use your intuition to become aware when you're balanced and unbalanced. If you feel unbalanced, time to make some changes. But just try to stay on that middle path, on that keeping your energy in check and giving your energy where you feel it's best used. So after we figure out our sacrifices, the art of balancing, then triumph. Good stuff. If you can find a balance, once you do find a balance, that's a good spot for you. Victory. And then we have passion ignited, and it came out with the solar plexus chakra. So this is, that like spark, whatever gets you going. You might find a new hobby, you might find a new connection that ignites that spark within you, inspires you to be better in other people. or it could be in the self. You know, you might have a great new idea and it's like, ooh, I'm gonna take action on this idea. So whatever it might be, there's a little spark, you know, that will take form and, you know, kind of feed your solar plexus. So feed your confidence, feed, you know, kind of the way you view yourself. You know, once you like get in the groove of something you like doing and you're like, oh, I actually enjoy this, you know, it's going to feed that like joy center, that ooh, yeah, you know, like this is it for me, you know. So find that little passion, follow whatever kind of little sparks or ideas you have, and figure out, you know, what really makes you happy. Then we have harmony. Ooh, love that. So definitely a lot in the heart, you know. We're finding new love within ourselves and within others, and going through that sacrifice, figuring out a balance of where we best can put our energy, and following our passions, following the things that kind of light us up. Harmony. Good stuff. So harmony within the self and harmony within our relationships. Then we have the waiting game, which is also connected to the sacral chakra. So this might be waiting to express what you really want, or it might take a little bit of time for you to get clear on what you really want. It's either about, you know, saying your interests, your desires, or even expressing your sexuality. It's going to take some time, so be patient. You know, if you're waiting to open up to other people, or you might feel like it's taking a while for other people to open up to you. So just, you know, be patient. You'll know when the right moment is to express what you really want, express what you're trying to say, whatever's on your heart, whatever's on your mind, but be patient with it. Then we have partnerships and alliances. So whatever, you know, the people around you, you know, it's time to like figure out, like I said before, who's worth putting your time and energy into. Not even who's worth, but, you know, analyze what you've been doing. Is it working for you going forward? Also, be on the lookout for new partners and alliances in your work, in your relationships. You know, there's more people coming into your life this month. So it could be a good partnership that will kind of take you throughout the year, but it's about, you know, kind of seeing who's going to be on your team. Then we have patience and planning. So hang on for a little bit, be patient. If you have ideas, set them in stone, build those strong foundations, be patient with them. It's like planting new seeds. You can't just expect them to blossom overnight. It's going to take a little while. So plant those seeds, start making your moves, planning out your moves, writing them down. This is a big one right now for a lot of the signs just coming into 2020. Spirit is like, plan what you want to happen out, you know, like write it down, and you'll see kind of how that takes shape throughout the year. But it's important. Those are the foundations. The planning is the foundation from what we grow on. So, you know, plan what you want, plan it out. Then we have accelerated motion. So once we do plan, and once we, you know, kind of following like everything else that we just went through, we have accelerated motion. This is one of the, you know, soul cards. So this is like, we're evolving, ooh, we're coming, you know, could feel like things are kind of moving fast paced. But, you know, keep that in mind. This is like that spark within you. Keep making sure it's still there. That should be guiding you, you know, and with every option you pick, with every opportunity you act on, make sure it makes you happy. You know, make sure it's, you know, feeding your light, feeding your energy. If it happens to be draining your energy, if you find relationships around you, in friends, in family, in other, you know, whoever's in your life, if you find that they're draining you, it might be time to step back from them, not let them have access to as much of you or of your energy. You know, protect your energy, be around people who make you feel good, and we're moving forward. Now we have movement, choices, and decisions. So kind of like what I was just talking about. We're moving, we got accelerated motion, so we're in movement. And now we might have some choices and decisions to make. So whatever choices and decisions you do make, you know, make sure you keep your own energy in mind. Make sure it's feeding your soul instead of taking away. You know, we want to embrace our full selves. We're going to blossom this year. So just, yeah, be it, you know, carefully select which choices, which doors you walk through, which people you allow to have your energy. Yeah. Okay, and then for your animal cards this month, we have the stingray. So the stingray has this like rainbow kind of going through his center. And I don't really know much about stingrays, so I'm gonna consult the book on this one. Developing confidence, right? The solar plexus, which is like that. The more you kind of take action on those little sparks of like joy, passion you have, the more confident you'll feel, the more, you know, secure you'll feel in yourself and in your own energy. So a pivotal point in personal growth, you must decide between the old, the easy, the comfortable, the familiar, and the new, the challenging, the uncomfortable, the unfamiliar. Trust your intuition. Like whatever you decide to do, whatever you decide to leave behind, whatever fits you that you're taking with you, you know, use your intuition to see like what will be best for you in the long run. And if you don't take that seed of awareness and shed the old, it'll keep kind of like trailing on you until you shed it. So the more work you do, like on yourself, the more awareness you have about your habits, what's working for you, the people around you, your energy, how you feel, you know. The more awareness you have of those things, the more you will grow through them, you know. Then we have the octopus. So this is what I was talking about with like the being careful who you give your energy to. Because, you know, the octopus has like all these tentacles. It can attach itself to everything in its sight if it wanted to. And we don't want to be like that, you know. It would be like attached to all these different places. So just be cautious. Make sure you're giving yourself enough energy. Make sure you're firm in your boundaries with yourself and with other people in your life. So protect your boundaries, protect your energy. That's all, folks. Thank you. If you liked the reading, love that for you. Goodbye.